Thanks for picking up the hottest new ride out there, the RipStick. This DVD is going to walk you through the most important things you need to know before you hop on that new RipStick. From safety and how to ride to advanced riding techniques. Make sure you watch this DVD all the way through and understand all the warnings, instructions, and safety topics before you go ride. Okay, so you just got your first RipStick. Now the wheels on the bottom are attached to casters. Like all wheeled sports, casterboard riding can be a very dangerous activity, so pay close attention to all warnings and cautions. First off, always wear your safety gear. Knee pads, elbow pads, wrist guards, a helmet. You also want to make sure you're wearing a good pair of sneakers with a rubber sole. Avoid water, speed bumps, sand, and cracks. Basically, like inline skating or skateboarding, you want to ride on a nice smooth surface. If you're not sure if your RipStick is allowed where you want to ride, check your local laws first. Your RipStick has a slightly larger kicktail than its nose, so make sure you're always riding in a forward direction. Before riding, check all the bolts and hardware to make sure that everything's tight. Your wheels do wear depending on how much riding you do, so keep an eye on them and replace them when they get worn. So you're ready to rip? Here's the breakdown. You should decide first if you feel more comfortable with your right foot or left foot in front. Place the RipStick on the ground facing forward and let it rest on its side so that it's leaning towards you. From a standing position, place your front foot on the front part of the deck right above the front caster wheel. You really want to make sure your foot is centered on the board and not hanging over too far in either direction. With your foot stable on the board, you're going to push off with your back foot just like a skateboard or a scooter and immediately place it directly over the back caster. Getting up to speed, which equals stability. If your foot is not correctly centered, stop, reposition your foot, and start again. Now comes the fun part. The RipStick doesn't need you to keep pushing to maintain momentum. All it takes is the side-to-side snake-like motion to accelerate and turn. The key is the twisting motion with your shoulders and hips. Use your hips to really get it going. Turning is guided by your front foot, shifting your weight toe side or heel side so you can turn into the direction you want to go. For sharper turns, you can use your front foot to tilt the board towards your toe or heel while using your back foot to tilt in the opposite direction. This will allow you to make super tight turns on a dime. When you're ready to stop, just bring the RipStick into a smooth, controlled 90-degree turn and gently step off. The RipStick is self-propelled, which means you can cruise up a hill with it or just kick back and carve on a nice downhill ride. And just remember, you don't want to take on any hills until you've mastered control of the RipStick. And there you have it. The A through Z is on riding your new RipStick. There's more details on safety in the owner's manual, so check that out too. But for now, just remember, always wear your pads and helmet, always ride in a safe, controlled environment, and have fun rolling on your new RipStick.